Good morning, Corinne from Mama's Little Lambs. This morning I'm going to be sharing with you a show and tell, and I will be back to tell you all about it. Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a collaboration with you, and it is hosted by Jessica over at the Waldock Way and Abby at Rooted in Rest. And both of their channels are fantastic. I will list their channels down below, and there will also be a playlist where you can see each person that is participating in this collaboration. I am so excited about it. Their channels are fantastic. I love collaborations. I haven't done one in a while, so I am excited to be part of it. And the show and tell is going to be, we are going to be talking about planning and organization. And I love planning and I love to be organized. So I thought I have to get involved with this. So the first thing I want to share with you is I am a homeschool mama. I've been homeschooling for almost 7 years. I have a daughter that is going to be in ninth grade. So she is entering her first year of high school. And then I have a kindergartner. And my son is 5. And I am very excited for both of them because they're both starting a new journey and a new chapter in their life. Ava has done fabulous in homeschooling. And Mason has been in pre-K and pre-K too. So he is set and ready for kindergarten. A little bit about my son on the planning aspect for him. I do have separate planners for them. And the reason for that is because he has ADHD and PSD. So he has processing sensory disorder. And some days we have better days than others. And we have a plan, but it doesn't always work out exactly the way I have it scheduled. And I don't schedule out things way far for him, but I use a separate planner for him. Excuse me. And for my daughter, basically because she's in high school and for her transcripts and things like that, I just use 2 different planners. Well, actually 3. The third one I'll tell you about, but they each have their own planner. And this is Mason's planner. And I really like this planner. And I did do a video on the planners that I use, but I want to kind of go to a year at a glance. I don't do the full year. I have entered some things in here that are important for me for the month of August, things that we want to aim for. First thing I want to do is to begin slow and in trust in the Lord and just be confident that he will lead and direct us. I'm talking about some things we're going to do. We're doing a U.S. history family basket, which I'll share with you about that. We're also doing North American bird unit studies, and then they each have their own core subjects. We also plan 1 field trip a month, and I do like a progress report and review of how things are going. If I need to tweak anything or if anything needs to be done different, I can do that. And that is why I do not fill in all the months. And I don't always know, especially with the pandemic, I don't know if certain field trips are going to be available. So I have to kind of research and find that information and then see how August went so that I can see how things are going to work or if I need to do any changing for the month of September. So this is for August for me. These are my objectives, my things to remember, important dates, and then things to do. And I have this on here because I like to look over. I do have a quote on here, be an encourager. I think that quotes and scriptures really lift me up and they remind me of how I want my day to start. So my objectives objectives. I just want to go over those is to have a faith-based homeschool, to be patient with my littles and to take one moment at a time. And I just think that's so important, especially as new homeschool parents with the pandemic. It can be really overwhelming, and you just take one moment at a time and you do the best you can, and we're all here to help you. There's a lot of YouTube channels with mamas like myself who have been on here for a long time and been homeschooling, and we're more than willing to help you. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I have no problems answering the best I can. And then things to do, I have the very best we can do to wait on the Lord, to let Mason show me his abilities and what he's able to do that day. And by doing that, I start the morning out. I have a little journal for him, and it says, how am I feeling today? And there's different faces on there, and he's going to circle them. And then he's going to tell me, why do I feel that way today? And then it kind of helps me to know what to look forward for the day and what maybe to expect. And then what I could do to encourage him to have his day be a little bit brighter and a little better for him. So those are the things I do. I like to read my quote. I want to always be an encourager to him. This is our calendar. I always go in and decorate it up, and I like to put things on there. Our first day of school was the 10th, which we started on Monday. However, it's a very slow week. The process is very slow. We start out with a few things. We see what we need to change, any adjustments we need to make in the schedule. And I want to make sure that they are feeling good and are happy. I don't want to overwhelm them. We do school from August until May. Then we take a couple week break. And then it is time to do summer schooling, which we do different things. We do lots of field trips. We go on vacations, and we are always learning. We do a reading program, and we're doing our family worship and also our individual devotions and Bible reading. So we're never not doing things. And we do have a bridge book, and that goes through different subjects. And I just like them to do that for the month of June. And then we take off July, except for reading and Bible and worship. And then we start back up full time in August. So that just gives you a little bit of information about what we do. The next page, I list out what I'm doing for Mason. So, excuse me, I have a tickle in my throat. I start out with math, simple K, primer K, science, history, geography, logic of English, Bible, handwriting, and literature. Now, not all of these are done daily. And if you notice on the side here, I don't know if maybe I lift it up a little bit better, you can see where I have a D for daily, 3 times a week, twice a week. Some of them are done monthly, once a month or twice a month. And then it talks down here about our family basket and what we're doing. So not all of these are done daily. So don't be overwhelmed by what you see. And everybody is different. And I don't know if we'll get to this. I know that we are planning on this, but how our day goes and how Mason's day is going can change that. So that is his planner and just how I plan out his week and his school days. This is Ava's planner, and I did do a review on this. Absolutely love this planner. I've been using it for a few years now. It's from Mardell, and it's called A Simple Plan for the Homeschool Family, and it just goes through, it gives you examples on how to start everything so you kind of know. I'm going to start here. It says yearly overview. Now, as you see, I don't write everything in. However, I do write how many days are in each month, what the total amount is of our school days minus our vacations, and the amount of days we need in the state of Colorado. And this is our start date. We have this many weeks. We take a break. We have a week off. We do this many weeks, and it's Thanksgiving. We have a few more weeks to go, and then it's Christmas break, and then we go a long time before we get to spring break. And I have it planned that way because I'm not really certain if we're going on vacation. We have a new RV, so I don't know if we'll be traveling. And so I have a question mark there on when we will do it. But we will finish about the second week of May. So that's kind of my yearly overview, and I write other things in as we go through the year. But that's just to start right now. This here is an August overview, and it says things to accomplish, special activities, websites, reading list, the things that we're reading for that month, and then supplies we're going to be needing, any books or any supplies at all. So we talk about our field trips, we talk about nature walks, game schooling, poetry tea time, narration, missionary reports. Ava is doing a new curriculum this year, and we have the Christian hero books, and she is going to do an oral narration of what book she is reading for each month and do that for us, because I love her to give us a little background on what she's doing. She's working a lot of independent work, and I just love to know what she's doing, and I love hearing the stories about the missionaries. So I went ahead and I decorate hers. Now for her book, she does teaching textbooks for math. However, I like to put in on the days, our first day was here, what grade she's getting in math, what percentage she got. If she got 100%, I write it down. Then on her weekly, when I fill this in, this week we have not started our official full core subjects yet, but I have it listed out. So I have Bible, math, language arts, history, foreign language, science, home economics, and health. And then we also have our family morning basket. So, and then it says see morning basket planner, which I will show you. But in here, I will write what lesson she's on, what page, any other information I need for each subject. Now, this can be used for up to six children. There's enough lines, but I use all this space for Ava. That is another reason I have an extra one and a different one for Mason. So that's kind of how that is worked out. And the rest of it is just laid out the same. I do like in between because it always gives you a beautiful scripture in between this planner. And I really... I need to start my day with the Lord so that I can lead my children in the right direction. So part of my planning and organization is to plan to have the Lord as our center and to be organized with Jesus so that I can organize my children in the proper way. The next planner that I have to organize our day, this is actually one that I bought from Jessica at the Waldock Way, and she has a store, and I love this planner. It is perfect. I love it for looping and for my morning basket. And then you can go ahead and it lets you edit it. And I just put the Walkers 2020, 2021. She has education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. And I love that. So I didn't change it. You could. I did not. This is August. I don't usually use this part of the calendar unless I have something special I want to write on there. But I do start with the August morning basket. And I go ahead and list. In our family basket, we do Bible, history, science, poetry, picture study, composers, artist habits, hymn study, nature study, read alouds, poetry tea time, and school gaming. And then over here I have listed North American birds, gather around curriculum. We do that twice a month. And then we're going to be learning about backyard birds. Then down here, I follow a list by the Charlotte Mason book, Enrichment Studies. And it covers, it's a year of art, music, literature, and more. And it's for lesson plans for grades 1 through 12. So this is pretty much followed by what she puts. I can show you. We are, she lists out the different things, how to use this book. She lists out the different studies, picture studies, poetry, Shakespeare, music, nature, hymns, scripture memorization, handicraft, art instruction, habit training, foreign language, and literature with read alouds. So that is her suggestion of what to study. So we do go by here. It gives you term 2, and then it gives you a suggested weekly schedule, which I pretty much follow. And that is what is written down here. And we do loop. And so I love the bright colors and just the way Jessica has this laid out. It's an amazing planner. If you don't have one, or you need one for a morning basket, or you want to be use it for something else, it just works out great. It really does. So on Monday, I list out what we're going to be doing. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is we do a less amount in here because we're doing poetry tea time. We're doing nature studies. We're do field trips on Fridays. So that's set up a little different. But it does go through all the months. And then I just want to kind of show you this planner in the back because it's awesome. but she's got all kinds of great things back here. So I didn't want you to miss it. So it's got weekly lesson plans, and it gives you the week and the subjects. And then it goes through birthdays and anniversaries. And I don't have all that filled in yet, but I am working on it. Whoops, sorry. It's got contacts, phone numbers, name, and addresses. It's got passwords for your websites. It's got your book list, and she's got several pages for that. And you can always make more. Attendance record. Whoops, sorry, skipped a page. Curriculum checklist. Whoops, sorry, because you need several pages. That's why she is so gracious and making this so wonderfully. And then unit study planner, books, videos, websites, games, and activities. So she just has, and then ideas, plans, and goals. And then she even has a meal plan and a shopping list in the back. I mean, she's got everything in here that you could possibly need. And then extra back here for notes. So I love this planner. It is so perfect for our basket that we are using in the morning and for family planning. And I love it because it has a loop schedule. I just love everything about this. I can't talk highly enough about this. So those are the planners we use. And then in between the video of where I talked to you about introducing myself, the video that you've seen in between, I do a setup for Mason. It is a drawer system, and there's 10 drawers in each one. And then with Ava, I do the cart. I don't know if you've ever seen the art carts, but she has two. One holds all of my teacher manuals and any information like that, and then hers houses all her curriculum, all her books, and everything that she's going to need. And then, like I said, for Mason, I use the drawer system. Now, I have them all listed out, but we take each day at a time. On Fridays, we do workbook. We do family, basket, and then we work on workbooks. So it's done a little bit different for Mason. And like I said, with the ADHD and the PSD, sometimes we have some meltdowns, and we're trying to work through that. I do have a basket that I'll be sharing with you, and I did make a video about the basket for children with ADHD or autism or PSD, and it is so helpful. And I get into that basket if we have a bad day because it has a lot of helpful information, has a lot of activities in it. So if you'd like to look for that video, you can do that also. But I want to thank you for stopping by. If you've enjoyed this, give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you'll know when I'm doing more videos. And don't forget to stop by Jessica and Abby's channel and make sure you go on the playlist and check out each one of the mamas. They're all fantastic. This is such a fun collaboration, and I look forward to doing more of these, and I am just blessed to be part of it. So each one of you have a safe and blessed day. Bye-bye.